everyone, and welcome to the Blue Collar Gentleman. This past Father's Day, Nancy and I were joined by another couple for breakfast at a local restaurant chain. While there, I came up with the idea for this video, which is part one in a new series I'm calling To Hat or Not to Hat. That fine Sunday morning, like almost any other time that I leave the house, I put on a hat. When we arrived at the restaurant, I naturally removed it and placed it on a post outside on the patio where we were seated. Over the course of our breakfast, and at this point I should probably add that we were the very first party to arrive and also the very first party to be seated, I watched the tables fill with diners, both inside and outside on the patio where my party was seated. In both locales, I noticed people I assume would identify as male wearing hats while eating. Now, we'll go over in great detail why I believe gentlemen dining indoors should always remove their hats in another video within this series. But I did wonder to myself, are gentlemen dining al fresco held to the same standards as those eating indoors? Is a 21st century gentleman expected to remove his hat when eating outdoors? Are there exceptions even to this rule? For example, if the patio is completely covered, like the restaurant at which we ate, would that mean the rules of indoor dining apply? But what about us bald guys? Let's say I'm seated at a picnic table with no protection from the sun's rays. Should I remove my hat in that instance or not? In order to get this conversation going, I'll state my opinion. Since the patio where the four of us ate on Father's Day was completely covered, I felt compelled to remove my hat while dining. However, no matter how elegant a picnic in its cuisine or presentation may be, if the sun is beating down on this head, it's going to be covered with a hat. But that's just my opinion. What do you think is expected of the 21st century gentleman? Should a gentleman always remove his hat when dining, regardless of the cover provided? Or have the rules slackened enough that I'm just being an old fogey for considering removing hats when dining? Let's talk about it, and let's make these rules and guidelines together. After all, that is the focus of this channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks even more for commenting. Thank you even more than that for liking and subscribing. Topher.